Tier 1, Chapter 41. I really want to know what you're thinking. Comment below.
Chapter 41. Eric, Tal, and Bentley are sitting on soft chairs along the wall. The room is small and simple, but not overly cramped. When I enter, 3 heads jerk up in unison, and the boys run to greet me. I hold them tightly. I feel Bent's disheveled hair and Tal's strong shoulders. It's only been a day, but I swear they look older. They are both sobbing. I am sure they are terrified. Eventually, I release my grip, noticing Eric as he stands. He holds me. His steady arms completely envelop me, and I want to stay there forever. I feel his chest rising and falling, so comforting, so familiar. I laugh through my tears when Bentley worms his way in between us so he can be in the hug as well. I look at Eric, taking him in as he smiles at Bent. I hate this. All of it. We sit down and the boys move close. Even Tal, who is usually too big to want to snuggle. What happened yesterday? I ask.
I shouldn't have told you to go, Eric says in a rush. I was trying to be considerate of Nick, which I still think was the right thing to do, but I had no idea the committee was aware of what we had in mind. I thought we would have more time to figure something out, that we could go to them with a plan. He looks down. I was completely naive.
What is happening? Bentley asks. I breathe. I don't really know, I say. Dad's research has made it so we need to make some adjustments, but Dad and I don't want to be apart. Somehow we haven't been able to make the choice that is best for the most people. I don't really know how to explain this. We are stuck. Berg is trying to help us. I know it's really hard, guys.
I don't want to be split up, Tal shouts. This is crazy.
He obviously understands more than I gave him credit for. I don't want that either, but do you remember when we used that machine on the tour? How good it felt? They are going to use that to help us all get through it, I assure him. What else can I say? I am at a loss. They don't want this, yet here we are. I know their brains are malleable enough that they will likely be fine after just a couple of sessions.
But why? I don't understand why this is happening, Tal says.
I look at Eric. It won't hurt to tell them the whole story. It will be gone from their brains after today anyway. Eric starts. He explains everything, how his research was used to create pairs and how I was paired with Nick. He lays everything out factually, but stops when he gets to the part where he came back for the ceremony. Bentley and Tal are both looking at him expectantly. I jump in. Dad came home because he was having a really hard time being away from us. He thought he would never get to be with us again. We talked, and he told me what was going on. It was so helpful for me to have more information. I pause. Have either of you had a situation where you assumed one thing and then found out more information that helped?
Like right now, Bentley says excitedly. I thought you and Dad didn't love each other anymore, but really, you were trying to do a good thing.
His comments pierce my heart. Did it really seem to him that Eric and I didn't love each other? I thought I had been able to play off his absences without disrupting their opinions. I guess not. That's a great example, Bent. I'm sorry we didn't say anything sooner.
It would have been helpful, said Tal. Do you understand why we couldn't, though? Eric says. I wasn't even supposed to tell your mom. I was supposed to let her move forward with Nick. I just couldn't. I am not strong enough to lose you all. That's why we are here.
He clears his throat in an effort to hold back tears.
We are here because I wasn't able to go through with a course of action that would have been best for society. I couldn't give you guys up. And now, I'm going to lose you anyway. I just won't know it.
It's okay, Dad, Tal says. We all sit there. It's not often that life with 2 boys is quiet, but in this moment they are unconscionably still. Tal speaks first.
What is going to happen? Are we still going to be with you? I don't know, Eric answers. They haven't given us much information, and I'm sure it's because they don't feel like it matters anymore. We really don't have a say in anything at this point. We just have to trust that they will use the evidence to determine the best option for all of us.
I do believe that Berg has everyone's best interest at heart. I do. But it is a terrifying feeling to have someone else in control of your family, taking charge of your life. My mind desperately craves some control over the situation.
So, what do we do now?
Bentley asks, always the rational problem solver. I don't know how to answer that. What do I say to the people I love most when I'm not sure if I will see them again? How do I express the strong emotions I hold for them? Eric says,
We just enjoy these last few moments together. Enjoy being who we are now. We had a pretty great run, didn't we?
My throat constricts. Eric looks at me and smiles. He rises and moves toward me. His motions so familiar that they comfort me. The boys stand up too. Eric reaches down and pulls up Bentley's pants, and I laugh. I guess we didn't ever get that one solved. He looks both boys in the eyes and tells them he loves them. I drop to my knees and hug each of them intently, individually. Then Eric asks them if he can talk with me privately for a moment. They sit down obediently, pretending as if they aren't waiting to absorb every word.
Hi,
he murmurs, looping his arms around my waist. He pulls me close. Hi, I say. Not quite the day I had planned for us.
What did you have planned?
He asks. Lots of entertainment for the boys, I whisper conspiratorially.
Seems like that would leave us on our own,
he says, softly kissing my cheek. Huh, I say, heat rising to my face. Pretty sure they are watching us in here. Does it look like I care? Eric says, moving his hands under the back of my shirt. It's so familiar. I am losing all of this knowing. A wave of emotion swells up from my gut and I suppress a sob. His fingertips press into my back as he crushes me to his chest. His breathing becomes shallow, and I bury my face in his neck, tears streaming down my cheeks, soaking his shirt collar. We stay frozen like this for what seems like hours, yet not nearly long enough. I love you, Kate, he whispers. His voice is coarse and shaky.
I don't care if that makes me weak or hinders me from doing my societal duty. I believe in my research. I know it will make the world a better place, and even then I can't force myself to leave you. I made myself physically ill trying.
I push back and look up at him, trying to gain some semblance of clarity.
You do look terrible, I choke out, and he laughs heartily, coughing at the unexpectedness of it. Thanks for validating my self-diagnosis, he says when he can breathe again.
Sorry, I think I'm a bit hysterical, I say, patting his face. The contact with his stubbled chin immediately sobers me. I don't want to do this, Eric. And I am so sorry that I moved forward with everything, with Nick. I was trying to do what I thought. Eric puts his fingers on my lips.
No, it's okay. You are amazing. I am so grateful that you were willing to be strong. Sorry I couldn't be.
The door opens and our heads whip around. It's Sherry. Our time is up. I look back at Eric. He leans down and kisses me deeply. Bentley clings to our legs, and Tal hugs me around my waist. I give them all one last desperate hug, and then we follow Sherry out into the hallway.